Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome to everyone in the replay. This is Shirley Joy Weiss, and welcome to everyone joining. Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, Yan. Nice to see you, honey. Of course, I'm going to get a lot of West Coasters now because over here it's night. I love it. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Who's that? I can't see. Oh, Katya, nice. Hi, honey. How are you? Good to see you. So fun. What a nice surprise. Annette, hi, beautiful. Oh my God, I have such a beautiful gathering of women coming on. I love it. This is my first Friday night scope. Haha, good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to talk about how I am actually in just a second because I have had quite a day. Hello, Annette. How are you, beautiful? Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome, everyone. For those of you that are new here, please tell me your name and where you're from. And it's the beautiful Sarah from Wild and Creative. Hi, beautiful. How are you, honey? So fun. I love that I have so many people on a Friday night. It's almost, I don't know what time it is here, but it's definitely like 9:30, 9:45. Anyhow, I'm a scope star. I love scoping. And, you know, I will actually mention something about that really quick before I get into tonight's topic. 9:35. Thank you, honey. I knew it was around there. You know, I really want to talk about what to do when things don't go your way and when things start to go kind of haywire, and how to not lose your shit and not get hooked by the ego. And so I really want to talk about that because I had one of those days. But I'm glad you mentioned the scope star, because also the way we approach things, awesome topic. Yes, I'll get to it in a second. I think it also has a lot to do with the way we approach things. So rather than also giving you tips, hi Yan, on how to deal with it once like the shift hits the fan, and how to really stay centered and faithful and strong. Hello, very welcome. Not only will I give you tips about that, but I think it's also important to say also how we embark on our journeys. Hey there. How we embark on our journeys will also determine whether shit hits the fan or not too. And I think my whole journey in Periscope speaks to that, because I went onto Periscope without an agenda. I went onto this medium with just sheer curiosity. One, sheer curiosity. And two, just sheer desire to play, because I just love playing like this. It's a medium that I really love. Same here, exactly. There was no expectations. There was no marketing strategy. There was no business strategy. Of course, I knew it was a way to get out my message and all that good stuff, but I really went into it from an energy of surrender, play, curiosity. And so many beautiful, amazing, miraculous connections have happened on here with the Perry 10K peeps. Like Barry just joined us, and Yan's in there as well, and a lot of beautiful collaborations. And basically it has completely exploded for me. I am getting close to 650 followers or something like that, and I've only been on here 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm so glad you connected, Barry. You know, I've only been here on Periscope for 6 weeks, have over 600 followers. I've been on Instagram for a year and a half, and I only have like close to 900, you know, but it was like work for me, Instagram, where this is play and joyful and it's curious and awesome. So definitely before we like get into the topic, let's also remember that if we enter things with just faith and curiosity and play and following our bliss, things already just start to flow in a different direction rather than against walls. Video is your social medium. Amen. I love that. I love video. And I think it's also the social medium of the times, because we're all ready for really authentic, you know, relating, right? Thank you guys. So yeah, so let's dive into the topic and let's make that the first tip, because you're amazing, really. Thank you, honey. You know, let's make that the first tip. Let's actually prevent chaos from happening by bringing the right energy in. So that's definitely like the first tip. And also it's important to stay clear-headed throughout our journey, because if we allow our ego to hook us, we're going to drive all our projects and ideas and our visions into the ground, because we're going to start like running around and freaking out and doing things from that place and from that state of, you know, source of guidance, rather than from our true guidance, from wisdom. And so that is a perfect place to start, you know, curiosity, peace of mind. And so we'll go into the tips now of what to do when shit does start to go haywire. And I'll tell you what happened to me today, so that you do, as quickly as possible, come back to your true self. That is peaceful, calm, like the night. I'm outside in my balcony right now, hearing the crickets. It's just bliss right now. You know, I just came back from seeing the sunset on the beach. And serenity, exactly. And we're constantly, some of our biggest work in life in general, not just as Betty, hi, beautiful woman, not just as entrepreneurs, not just as change makers and leaders and teachers and coaches, but in life, we have to constantly train ourselves, because we've been trained the other direction. We have to train ourselves to move in the direction of that beautiful feeling. Yay, I know, I missed you too, honey. We have to really start to realize that that beautiful feeling of serenity, of that peace, of that calm, where we move from a centered, guided place, is our true nature. We've just been accustomed, habituated into moving in another direction of fear, insecurity. Oh my God, striving, let me do something. Oh my God, what can I do? Freaking out, do stuff. And we will fall into that ego trap. We will fall into that habit once again, but we got to catch ourselves and start redirecting ourselves towards this feeling and moving from life from there. Exactly. All of us have overwhelm. And I fall to it too now, but I just fall to it very quickly. I mean, I just fall out of it very quickly. You know, now my overwhelm, I might have it and I just catch it and I know what I need to do to come back. And I had one of those days today. You know, everyone's saying, oh, Mercury in retrograde kicks in today. You know, and whether it was the case or not, one of my main support systems in my team around my, you know, my work and the big launches that I'm doing this fall. I'm launching a challenge next week, a free challenge next week, which I'll tell you all about. It's super exciting. Hello, Electric Mud Pup. Love your name. And I'm launching webinars in October that are going to be amazing. I'm launching a course in November that's going to be amazing. And it's a lot of moving parts. And I was going to go visit my mother this weekend. And I needed certain things to just really be in place so I can go away for the weekend and know that everything was going to be streamlined and automated for next week. And bam, you know, all the emails and all the promotions and everything happening automatically, because it's like my heart's work that's coming out next week. I'm so excited about it. And for like the past 3-4 days with this person in my team, it's like been crickets. And I knew something was off and something's like it. And I could just feel like the anxiety starting to build. What's going on? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And today it just kind of like hit the fan for me, because I was supposed to leave at 6 p.m. and nothing seemed done, nothing seemed ready. And it's so quick and easy for us to go into freak out mode. And it's so quick and easy for us to just start questioning everything and start to feel the physical anxiety in our body. And I had a few moments, I won't lie. I had a few moments, you know, and I also didn't sleep well last night, so that also didn't help. So what did I do? What did I do? Hello, darling. Welcome, you know? So many things. But the first thing that I want to really set forth is the understanding that those feelings of anxiety and overwhelm and stress, although they feel really real and they feel that they're coming from this situation, they feel like they're coming from this circumstance, they feel like they're coming from some, you know, intuitive place in me that says things are going to go bad next week and everything's going to fall apart. Thank you for sharing this vulnerable experience. You're welcome, honey. You know, and it felt really real in those moments, like, what's going to happen? And if, you know, if she bails on me in general, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this launch. She's such a key part of my work. And because it was so not like her. And it was so bizarre. And, you know, so I found myself having these very real human emotions. We all have them. But they have nothing to do with her. Here's what I want you to get first and foremost. They have nothing to do with the situation. They have nothing to do with her. They're only a reflection of my thinking. Neurobiology has proven this. We have a thought, and the brain must get the body aligned with the thought. Hi, Vivian. Thank you for sharing, beautiful. I didn't realize you were on here. Have fun. And so we have a thought, and the body has a natural response to that thought, meaning that, the brain. The brain must get the body aligned with that thought. And so it releases neurochemicals, biochemicals, neurotransmitters that transmit the feeling of that thought into our body so the two can be one, because they are. And it actually makes love very not romantic. Love is oxytocin. All our feelings are chemicals, and they're happening inside of us. It feels really real. And so if I'm ever feeling anxious, I know it has nothing to do with the situation or that something bad is going to happen. I know it only has to do with the fact that I'm having anxious thinking in the moment. Exactly. Mind-body connection. And here's the thing with the mind-body connection. If I start to give it weight, if I start to give it attention with my force is my attention. One of my biggest life force, that's will, is our attention. If I start to pay attention to those thoughts and those feelings, the body's going to be like, oh, okay, I'm feeling anxiety, give me more. And it literally sends a message back to the brain, all right. And the brain's like, you want more? Well, I have to produce more of these thoughts. I mean, this is literally neuroscience. And so that means I have to produce more fear thoughts, more anxiety thoughts. It produces more fear, anxiety thoughts, which releases more fear, anxiety chemicals. And now you're stuck in this loop. And it just starts to build. To translate it from layman's terms, when you pay attention to your fearful thoughts and feelings, they build. And how many of you on this periscope have felt that before? That suddenly you're like, feels like your world is caving in on you, right? The good news is, that's all it is. Because when I let go of those thoughts, yikes, tell me about it. Yes. It's so empowering because like, oh my God, I can let go of that immediately right now. Oh, I hear you, anxiety thought. I'm going to come back to something else. Me 2 days ago, amen. Me a few hours ago. Yes, it feels like I can't breathe when I'm in that state, exactly. In that moment, you got to stop and you got to point your direction to your truth, to your brilliance. Quit my job Monday, was less anxious now. Okay, that's good. That's good to take a stand when we're in situations that really bring us a lot of stress. And that's really, really good and really important. And I'm very much, for that. And I'm also going to bring you a message that's also beyond that our circumstances are not what's making us stress. It's our thinking. And so in that moment, we need to come back and bring our direction to something else. Stop feeding the stressful thoughts. Start feeding the stressful thinking. And I'm going to do a scope on that really soon, by the way. I'm really glad you brought that up. But I want to stay on topic right now. Let's, in those moments when you feel like you can't breathe and everything's like starting to go dark, that's the moment that life is giving you. It's the red pill, blue pill moment that I always talk about. Are you going to choose fear or are you going to choose yourself? Are you going to choose fear, mind over matter, amen? Or are you going to choose, and this is what it's about, mind over matter means I'm going to be the director of my mind, because if I'm not the director of my mind is going to go and be the director of me. And which mind? The lower mind, the ego mind. So we have to choose a new direction. We have to choose our higher mind. How? Let go. Let go of this thinking. I had to go outside. I had to get my feet on the ground. And I had to be very intentful and purposeful at really connecting with the present moment, with the pond, with the ducks, with the grass, but mostly connecting with that feeling of serenity we were talking about. And giving that attention until I started to sink into that, because I knew that was my truth. And then those thoughts would try to pull me again, but I would come back. I would ground, and I'm grounding inside. I'm grounding with the earth, exactly. And anytime those thoughts would try to pull me, I would come back. And you have to do it. Yeah, honey. Oh, honey. It's the way, Annette. And you can. And then I came back. I came back to work. And then here's tip number 2. I also not only chose faith in that sense, I'm not going to give in to these thoughts. I also chose faith in the grander scheme of things. Because faith tells me I'm already in my destiny. I am living my destiny right now, this moment. This moment is my destiny. My destiny isn't like, oh, when I am like a New York Times bestseller or blah, 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 and I'm on a stage inspiring a gazillion people. No, this is my destiny right now. And my faith tells me everything is happening perfectly for a reason, including the things that I don't like and kick and scream about. Girl, you know I teach this same stuff, but I so needed to hear it for myself right now. Hey, man, sister. I'm saying it because I had to remind myself too. I love that you're on here, by the way. You know, we are living our faith. We are living our destiny. We have arrived. We are here. Oh, thank you, honey. And part of faith is learning to embrace every moment. And so I had to say, I embrace. And I kind of actually forced myself to start laughing. And it was actually an authentic laugh. I'm like, you know what? I know I'm going to be laughing about this one day. So I'm going to start laughing now. But also because I know I'm supposed to be learning this. There's a part of me that needs to move through this experience. And likely because I'm constantly helping soulpreneurs, aspiring change makers, and get on their path and teach them about overwhelm. And so life was just presenting me again, opportunity. Am I going to spin downward or am I going to spin upward? Am I going to spin out of me or am I going to spin deeper into me? And so I oscillated all day. And it was beautiful. And tonight I actually feel so good. And let me tell you, I actually had a beautiful networking call with a fellow entrepreneur on the path, very similar to my work. And then I was also on a blab with 2 other people, and I had to continue to show up. And even though I had moments of like fright and insecurity, I wasn't scared about showing up on those calls. Like, oh my God, I might not be as on point today because first of all, everything's good. Everything's perfect. And second of all, as long as I don't point the direction to those thoughts and start to continue to point back towards something different, I know as soon as I showed up on those calls, I'll be present. And when I'm present, wisdom takes over. And I show up and beautiful things happen. So that's my inspiration for the evening. Beautiful people. I love that so many of you are here on a Friday night. And to recap from where I started, let's also make sure that we're starting off from the beginning in good, in faith, trusting everything. Laura, hi, beautiful woman. So nice to have you here. What a powerful house of people tonight. So to recap, thank you all for being here, by the way. It's so yummy that we're all here together on a Friday night. You could be doing anything and you're here with me, and I really just appreciate that and love that. Always have your why present. Amen. Absolutely. And make your why, also be filled not only with service to that why and that mission, that message, but with curiosity, detached from the result, because you have so much faith. That was the first thing I said. Beautiful last thought. It is so true. We walk into the present and the rest takes care of us. Absolutely. It'll shift our fearful thoughts quick, like that. So if we have faith, if we have full faith, to bring them all into one recap, if we have full faith and we know everything's happening perfectly, I'm detached and I'm just curious. And I allow my why, my mission, my message, just move me forward with total curiosity and be led by my intuition and by wisdom to the most spectacular and beautiful places. And so let's start well from the beginning. Let's start our days with that energy, being our own fuel, our own reminder, and then just show up to play. And even when things go, haywire, just remember, we're here to play. So let's laugh about it now. Love is leading me. Yes, sister. And play. Absolutely. I know it is. I missed you too, honey. I'm so glad you're here. It feels so good to have you here. All right, beautiful people. So I'm going to wrap it up. For those of you that are new, make sure you're following me. And I'm going to actually be doing a great scope tomorrow about how to start over in the bigger sense, but also in the moment, which has a lot to do with that topic. So if you're new to my scopes and you're not following me, make sure to swipe, I think, left on iPhones and up on Androids to follow me so you don't miss that and all my future scopes. And I'm launching an amazing challenge next week called the Courageous Soulpreneur, and it's going to be free and amazing and heartfelt and soulful. So I hope you'll join me in that. So stay tuned for that, because I'm going to give details on how to join, and it'll be totally free and profound and fun. So we are the party, so we must keep on dancing. Yes. So good. Where are you, Vivian, by the way? We always connect. Sounds phenomenal. Yay, sounds great. So good. Tip number 3 that I didn't say. I went to the beach for sunset Oh, thank you, Barry. I went to the beach for sunset, and it was packed because people go to the beach here for sunset. Who's that? I can't see. Julia! Hi, beautiful. You're catching the end, but you can catch the replay. Oh, nice. Beautiful. I'll be up in Portland, the Upper West, too, in October. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, honey. And so my last tip to just throw in here last second, I went to the beach, and even though it was packed, you know, the sun was setting, I turned on some music on my phone, and I put it down, and I just started dancing my heart away on the soft sand for like a half an hour away on like a side to myself on the beach. And all while the sun was setting and like orange and purple and then darkness, it was bliss. So like Vivian said, dance, dance, dance. So when all else fails, go outside and dance. It's perfect. Nothing will be bad in that moment. All right, beautiful people, you light up my life. I'll definitely see you tomorrow afternoon. I'll be scoping at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and definitely on Sunday and Monday as well. I love y'all. Have a beautiful people. Beautiful people. Well, you are beautiful people, but have a beautiful evening. And make sure to connect with me on Facebook as well. Shirley Joy Weiss. Take care, everyone. Bye, Ian. Bye, Barry. Bye, everyone. Thank you, honey. Oh, you guys are awesome. Take care. Sweet dreams.